Let's break down the entrepreneur.
Just one of the things as we're talking about leaving legacy, if you want to, what is it? A lot of people create businesses that they can pass down to their families and make it more of a family business. And then there's those that not only are they doing that, but they like to donate to various charities. So that also is bringing in their legacy, based what matters to the customer. So within your business, then hey, you know different. I've even heard of different businesses. Hey, we give X amount of dollars to this charity because we feel strongly about it for A, B, and C reason. So not only do you have this brand or this business that you are building followers, you're building customers, you're building to where they believe in you and they stand for the same things you do. Now you're also expanding that by your donation philanthropy that gets
Mhm.
part of that as well. You're constantly building, as you would say, seven layers to this taco salad, if you will,
Right.
all these different facets. And I know that a lot of people they're getting when they get older, then they go, "Hey, I'm building this for my children." And as you're getting up there with your business, sometimes the children come in and you weave them in, and they have a different way of wanting to do things. So they might even take your business to a different level. Hopefully, it's to a different level and not to the ground. You're constantly building upon that. Some people want to sell their business. You have these serial entrepreneurs and they like selling their businesses. Hey, I build it, I sell it. I build it, I sell it. So there's all different types of ways to build your business. You build it,
Correct.
sell it, and hopefully it'll continue even after you've taken a different route. How about that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you may not wanna stay there are people who actually create businesses, build them to a certain level, a certain type of monetization or a certain like 1,000,000 in revenue or 2,000,000 in revenue, right? To sell it to someone else. They created the blueprint and they're happy with selling it off. Somebody approaches them and said, "Hey, we're interested. We like what you're doing." And they sell it off. They don't wanna sit on the board or
Yeah,
anything else. They just sell it. They created it to sell it. So
specifically for that. Like people flipping houses, same thing.
yes,
That's what they
exactly. Now, some people who maybe they feel it's their baby and they created it and someone approaches them about their baby and they can't see necessarily separating, but they are willing to sell it, but with the caveat of being able to remain in some type of way, whether it
correct.
be on the board, some type of or having some type of controlling interest in the company.
Right.
You can't necessarily sell it without them approving it, without them having say in it. There's ways to do that as well. So those are all options for you if that's the route you want to take. Is it your baby? Do you want to remain? You have to negotiate that. I would advise you not negotiating that by yourself. Get you a damn attorney.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
Yeah,
level that I have not gotten to, nor do I see myself getting to that anytime soon, because that's a whole episode on itself on how
yes.
to build your company in preparation for it to be sold.
But
I
I
ain't
would
touching that one.
definitely say consult an attorney. Don't try to do that
Oh,
one on your own.
right out the gate,
Yeah,
there's so many layers to that one.
yeah.
So many.
Like the video that we aired today where I talked about the young lady who had the sauce and she ended up essentially selling her company to someone else. She signed on the dotted line, not reading it or anything, and they ended up buying it out from underneath her. So it still kept her
Mm.
name, her likeness, but it wasn't hers anymore. And she was getting literally pennies on the dollar.
That's it. Unfortunately, there's too many stories like that, but the
Right.
one that's even harder was the whole thing with Famous Amos.
Yes.
And I don't know if you ever saw him on Shark Tank, but that was hard to watch.
No,
80
I didn't
years
see him on
old.
Shark Tank. Huh.
This was years ago because he has since passed away. I think he was 80 years old, still doing cookies, came out with another cookie brand, and he presented it to the panel, and they couldn't do it. It was actually pretty painful to watch. You need an attorney to do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
You really do. It's the
And you
fine prints, or as you said, with the devil in the
devil in
details that'll get you.
details. Yep, will get you every time.
Mhm.
Let's look at it from a content creator perspective, far as legacy moves, because some people don't even think of this as creating a legacy, but you actually are. This is your digital body of work. That's why some people
Yeah.
say what you put on here will be here forever. Can't delete anything off of the internet. You can try, but somebody has downloaded
Yep.
your content, whether you like it or not.
Mhm.
So this is your legacy. So what are you going to do with it? There's options for you. You can create like a content vault of your best work. We're going to beat this like a dead horse if you're monetized. So you can put it behind a paywall, especially if you've done really good work. You can put your greatest hits behind a paywall. So if you want to see it, you have to become a member or you have to pay to rewatch or indulge in that content. You can offer
Wow.
teaching or coaching for up and coming creators. So you've been on here, you have some knowledge, so you can provide a knowledge base and you can monetize that. And then there's another part, I'm going to lump this into social media influencer for the sake of time, but using your platform to lift others. And we been doing that a lot. Myself and my other co-host on Tap In,
Mhm.
SBK, we always tell people to put their channels in the chat. We want people to, if you rock with us, if you've been around us and you've been in our live chats, interacting with us, and you have a channel, tell you, put your channel in the chat. Or we have the moderators put their channel in the chat. But we just recently, these two content creators, they had a kind of like a trailer or an intro. It was like 46 seconds. And so we
Mhm.
played it on during our live stream and they thanked us for it. It was nothing for us. We like to share people, obviously people who were like-minded. So we're not just sharing everybody. Okay. If you don't, I'm not putting everybody up, but if you
Right,
have
right,
some type of content that is palatable, that is you're talking about something that could be interesting, and you rock with us. We're also not putting up people who just stroll into the chat and say, "Hey, I'm here. I don't know you. Get to know us and we will
right.
share your stuff out." So you can do things like that. Give small creators a platform. That's giving back. We've watched this person, and these people, we've also been on their channels, we've seen their content, and we respect them. So we shout them out, we showed their intro, and we also allow people to provide their channels in our chat. So that's another way of giving back
Yeah,
and creating some type of legacy, providing a launch pad for others, so to speak. So
I
that's a
like
way
that.
of doing things as
I
well.
didn't know you
Yeah.
guys did that's nice.
Yeah, we just aired it was a visual, but normally we tell people, "Hey, put your stuff in the chat. If you got a channel, you rock with us, put your stuff in the chat." People go subscribe to them. So that's a way of giving back as well. So, absolutely. There's ways of creating legacy for yourself. There's ways of creating longevity for yourself if that's what you want on here. I know a lot of people don't look at it that way. A lot of folks are just on here, but it definitely helps to plan and have set goals and aspirations for yourself if you treat this like a business. You definitely want to look at ways of doing that. How can I do that? And hopefully, we've provided ideas for you that maybe you have or have not thought about with regards to all of this. Your exit strategy, you know, what you plan to do. You plan to keep it? Do you plan on creating content or products that can last? Or do you plan on exiting and just shutting it down and, hey, this is it. You have a catalog of really good stuff. You can still keep it up. You don't have to be on her all the time. Think about things like that. Think
Right,
about your
right.
legacy. What matters is, does your work fit your life? Does it fit your aspirations? That's the most important part. So we're not telling you to go out here and enter the grind. Like we said, if you're retired and you're just doing this as a hobby or something to do to keep from doing nothing, sitting up watching TV all the time. This is just a hobby for you, and you're not looking to scale your business. You're not looking to get a million followers. You don't want $1 million in the bank. This is not for you. You don't
Right.
even want 250,000 in the bank. This is not for you.